everyone, welcome to Cheryl's Stitch and Stash. Today is Thursday, January 30th. Wow, did January go by fast. Today I'm going to talk to you about how I organize my magazines and my crafting books, my quilting books, and a few patterns that I've gotten in, a few projects that I've started, and let's get started. Okay. So the first thing I want to show you is my magazine subscriptions. My first one. This is my favorite. It's called Primitive Quilts and Projects. Yay! And this is the spring edition. It's really good. So as you can tell, I have already marked the pages of the projects I want to do. And the reason why I marked the top instead of the side is because I store my magazines in a cardboard magazine holder like this. I put the name of them and the year that I have in there. And I was finding that when I flagged them on the side, the flags were getting crushed and ripped and fallen out because of how I have them stored in the cardboard holder. So I decided to change that. A few days ago, I came up with a better idea. So this way, nothing gets crushed. Okay. Now, the next magazine, I did get this for Christmas, is a subscription to Quilts and Crafts Simply Vintage. This is a good magazine, too. What this magazine is about is it takes you to a few antique shops and describe where they are and tells you all about them. And then they have quilting projects, craft projects. It's a really good magazine. I love it. And with this magazine, with the subscription, they sent me a free gift. And here it is. It's called the Bobbinator. Now see, I'm not out there anymore, but what it does is it stores your bobbins and it acts like a spool of thread. I don't know if you could see this, but you see my thread? It has a slit here, so you could put this in your sewing machine and use the bobbin instead of a spool of thread. Now, I would use this for like a quilter's weekend. This way you don't have to take all these big spools of thread. You have the bobbin spool of thread, and it holds up to 4 bobbins. So let's say you're working on a small project. You could bring all your colors with you up to 4 bobbins. I would think that would take up less storage than regular spools of thread. I thought it was a great idea. So that came with that magazine subscription, which is I like it. Okay. The next subscription that I got for Christmas this year is Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. Now it has a lot of cross stitching in here, which I do not do, but you can always take their patterns and transform them into a hand embroidery. Like you have to really think about it and redesign it. But I like it for the punch needle. Okay, so my first pattern that came in for the year is a bird brain designs pattern. I can't wait to do this quilt. This is all hand embroidery. I don't know if you can see it or not. And the designer is Robin Kingsley. She is absolutely my favorite designer for hand embroidery. I absolutely love all her patterns. I have quite a few of them. So what I did is, this is another one of her patterns. And this is Redwork. So I decided to do the angel in the Redwork, and I'm almost done. I have to make the wings and put it together, but this is what I've finished so far. So I'm excited to do that. This is for next year's Christmas gifts. Okay, and also I am working on Noah's Ark. It's a baby quilt for somebody I know who's going to have a baby. And this is paper piecing. And as you could tell, I had already flagged the side of this. And actually, they're not too bad because this isn't on the shelf getting squished. But I've already started that. So far, I've done the elephant. He's kind of cool. And I've done a cow. I can't wait to see this quilt finished. And I did the camel. And I've done the Taurus. He's cute. So I have 26 of these to do. Hopefully I'll get it done in time before the baby is born. Okay, so I want to give you a tip that I have learned. You know, when I was working, I had 2 jobs. I used to go on quilting trips and shop hopping and day trips and everything to do with quilting. So as you go out on these trips with a bunch of friends, you have a lot of fun. And I did have a lot of fun. But as you're on these trips, you're buying fabric and books and patterns and, you know, it's just a bunch of fun. So what I've noticed when I first got sick is I had all this time and I said, all right, I'm going to start organizing my house to the way I want it since I'm home all the time now. So I found out that I had doubles and triples of quilt books. I guess I kept buying the same ones that I liked. So I figured out a way to organize everything and to make sure that when I did go out again, I would not buy doubles. So what I did is I made a book list, a quilt book list. And it has the title, what the book is about. Let's say quilt or applique or baby quilt or, you know, and then I have the author over here. So what you do is you take it, you photocopy it, and you keep a copy with you. Either put it in your purse or in your car door or somewhere in your car. So this way, when you go into a quilt shop or a hand embroidery shop or whatever kind of shop you're going into, you have your list so you don't buy doubles. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you for visiting my channel. Have a great day. Happy quilting, happy stitching, and many blessings to you.